Boom. Let's go, baby. If you guys don't know who my name is Sarah Waldrop. Nice to meet you, and I'm so grateful for every single one of you guys on this call tonight. And I hope you guys get some value from this. So with this call, guys, I like to call the second edition. I did do a really good social media branding on my Facebook Live and Instagram Live about 3 months ago, but this is an addition, even longer and more strategic on different strategies that I do. But first off, guys, I want to start off this call by stating, guys, when you first get started, look, you're not going to have a brand. For people that are just getting started, you have no brand. You have no influence. The only thing that you're going to want to get good at, which Mike Sancho has a really good video that I can post in here after, but what you're going to want to get really good at is cold marketing on Facebook and Instagram, right? When you have no brand, when you have no influence, you have to actually reach out to people, right? But when you reach out to people, if you're cold marketing on Facebook, it's only going to work if you have a page. Sorry, there's a plane flying over me. Those things are so loud. Anyways, I'm literally 50 feet in the air right now. But 50 floors, not 50 feet. But guys, if you're gonna get started by cold marketing, it's not going to work. It's only going to work if you have a page that's relevant and looks good. If you're using social media for business, you got to make sure it fits the part. But like I said, you're not gonna have a brand, right? You're not going to get many likes or comments. But the only way to start is you need to start now and be consistent and share your journey, right? Not when you gain the success. Don't get started when you already make the 6 figures. Not when you have a team. Not when you feel ready. Don't do it when you feel comfortable and confident. There will never be a right time to start. Just know that. Or the perfect time. You need to make the perfect time happen. Does that make sense? So the topic of today, I want you guys to write this down in big, bold letters. The topic of today is stop promoting your company and start promoting you. Start promoting your brand. So stop promoting your company and start promoting you, okay? So if you are a current leader or have the desire to be a leader, creating your own brand is absolutely key. Branding, guys, write this down too, is the process of managing and optimizing the way you are presented to others. Branding yourself means to develop a unique professional identity and coherent message that sets you apart from others either in your company or in your industry. I'll repeat that one more time. Branding yourself means to develop a unique professional identity and coherent message that sets you apart from others either in your company or in your industry. Branding is absolutely key when it comes to building your own online business. Also, creating influence within yourself and your brand, because once you have influence, guys, you can move mass amounts of people to follow your direction wherever you go and lead you to wherever you're going, right? And with your personal brand, it's what you have to package of what you have to offer to the world. But where you can literally go in one place and be able to reach out to hundreds of people at once, guys. It's what branding is, what you stand in. It's what you believe in. It's what people remember you for, right? So what you need to do is intentionally tell people what you're about, or other people are gonna do it for you, right? People will base their opinions of you, of how you show up to this world. This part, the first part of this training, guys, I'm just gonna drop some nuggets and what has helped me. But the second part, for the ones that just got started on this call, the second part, guys, I'm gonna be going over techniques and tips and everything to be able to launch your brand on everything that I use. So make sure that you stay on till the end, okay? So what I want you guys to do is start thinking of yourself right now as a brand, just like Apple does, just like Nike does. When I started branding myself and not the company that I was in, I started getting different results, guys. So the first question is, why is it important for you to develop a strong, unique brand? Number one, it establishes you as an expert or as a leader, someone with influence. Influence is such a huge word. And what that does, it separates you from all the masses, right? From all the amateurs. When everything right now, with everything flooded on our feeds from people from every profession, we're innovation constantly with new stuff all around us. And if you do not find a way to stand out and be unique, you're going to be lost in all that sauce. You guys see where I'm coming from? And this is a platform for you to publish your own personal content. It's a source to have unlimited leads and opportunities. You want to create a scenario where you can generate leads online. Building your brand is 100%, it allows you to do that, right? And my favorite part, it allows you to make a shift from having to chase people to begin to attract people to you, which is called inbound marketing. And at the end of the day, network marketing just becomes fun, right? And it's just not dreading to have to convince people every single day why they should buy from you, right? Just randomly messaging people. I honestly hate that. I don't like doing that. Unless you're a really good networker, communicator, and understand psychology and understand what you're really selling, those marketing tends to be pretty hard, right? We want people coming to us that are interested in finding out whatever we do, right? That sounds a lot more easier. Someone reaching out to you saying, hey, Sally, what is it that you do, right? Someone that's interested in what you're doing. So I'm gonna look at my notes. Building your brand, building your personal brand actually allows you to make money from someone else, whether they even join your company or not. Like literally everyone that you meet is not gonna join your business. So why not find a way to monetize that and be able to service everyone, right? Now, my story, I'm not gonna say this is gonna happen, but I ended up leaving one of my companies 2 years ago. And because I built such a strong brand, I was able to create something without working a job and still make money from my following, from the brand I've built and created over time. Now, if I was just branding my company nonstop, the logo everywhere, instead of myself, that would have been really hard for me to do so. So, guys, from building your brand, after a while, you can get so good once you establish yourself and have that influence, you can create so much different stuff, mentorship programs, leadership programs, whatever it is, and be able to sell it to your followers and make an additional income stream that way. Personal coaching, training courses, mentorship courses, so many opportunities for my personal trainers on here. Create something, how to get a booty in 90 days. That's so captivating. If you have a good following, you can be able to sell that to your niche, right? Like right now I'm selling an Instagram growth platform that I will tell you guys after the call, but I'm making like $600 a month right now. And that's just super quick cash that I've been able to sell that to, right? So I'm going to keep continuing. So success in this industry comes down to two things. Number one, becoming a leader to others by increasing your value. And the second thing is acquiring the ability to express the value to the world through marketing, right? And that is what personal branding is. It's learning how to market yourself. So the question I want you guys to ask yourself right now is, what is your personal brand right now? A lot of people do the exact opposite of what they should be doing. A lot of people spend all day online promoting whatever company they are a part of and promoting their products all over the internet. Like it happens with It Works people. Like they're so amateurs. That's all they post about online. It's just so annoying, right? You're like an infomercial that is running 24/7, right? Look, guys, if someone goes to your page and all they see is you talking about your products and what your services are and your company's logo all over the place, your cover photo and profile picture, you're literally just spamming. Really think about it. Do you really think that's a channel that they are going to want to tune into? Would you want a TV station that only had infomercials all day long? Definitely not, right? So if your main goal, guys, if you're on this call and if your main goal is to make money online and generate leads through Facebook and Instagram or whatever platform that you guys use, I like Instagram and Facebook, and convert them into business partners and customers, here is a critical point that you need to understand. This is going to be completely life-changing for your business. This is the one thing that I heard, and my whole perspective about online marketing completely changed. And that's when that's when I hit a six-figure income as well. Guys, people, when they join you in economy, a lot of you guys are in my company here, they don't join you because of your company. or because of your products and services. You know, half the time they do, but the main reason they join you is why? Because of you. They join you. Once you understand that, it will change your whole entire approach towards social media. The thing you should really be promoting is yourself. Now, people do buy just because, especially in our company, people buy obviously because the products, because what we have is the best company like in the freaking planet, and insanely good. But remember, the only reason why people come to me is because I brand myself so well, to the point I create curiosity in my posts without giving the full information. And what it does, it makes them ask questions and flock to my business. If I just post about the software all day long, and they wouldn't really message me with questions because I gave out all that information. And like I always say, it's the same thing with inviting, guys. It's like a trailer to the movie. You don't want to tell your friend everything that happens in the movie because then they wouldn't want to go see it anymore, right? The same thing goes with branding. Now, of course, every now and then it's okay to post about your product, duh. But like once a week, guys, okay? You look like an amateur and you honestly make this profession look bad. This is why network marketing has a bad name for amateur marketers. You don't want to be annoying. People buy from people that they like and they trust. When you're being annoying and spamming, no one is going to want to buy from you or trust you. What you need to do is differentiate yourself from what everyone else is doing, all right? And right now, guys, I'm going to be real with you. If you're not getting any leads into your business, it's simple. It's because you have no unique value or skills to offer to them. And that's hard to hear for some of you guys. I know, I've been there before. But guys, I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear, right? And whatever I say is coming from a place of love because I know what it takes to excel in this, right? Now, like I said, I'm not on this call to like hurt anyone's feelings, because just because you like being on here and tells me, just because like you guys are on here right now, it tells me you're ready to get coached and you literally want things to change and you want to create results from what you're currently doing now. So I know that you guys are on this call for a reason, or else you wouldn't be on it. And guys, I don't care how bad you've been with marketing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're first getting started. Here is the good news. I'm about to give you everything in my notes from, like I said, the last 6 years that has helped me attract people to my business, all right? Today can be literally the first day of the rest of your life in your business. You can start over at any time that you want to. I can literally start over right now. You can start doing things the correct way and start creating the results that you desire. Does that sound good? Right? You have to understand, when people join you, they are joining you because they believe that associating with you, that they can acquire something that they want. Does that make sense? When I talk about increasing value, it really doesn't take a lot, guys, because most people, when it comes to building a home-based business to becoming an entrepreneur, really think about it. Most people have no idea, all right? They have no idea what that means and how to make money online. All you need to do as a marketer is know a little more than they do, and you are instantly in a position of power. Does that make sense? No one really knows how to make money online, but if you just know a little bit more than they do, you're in a position of power, right? It's just learning how to properly market yourself. So here are some 3 tips that can help you. Hope you guys are writing this down. Number 1 is determine your area of expertise and define your audience, right? And the first thing you need to do is what you want to be an expert and who is your target market, right? Right now, for the person of this call, everyone that's on this call right now, I'm going to be talking about network marketing and Forex. Those are like the main topics, right? And you want to get very specific. And guys, it does not matter if you only have 1,000 followers. There's an article that's by Kevin Kelly. It's called 1,000 True Fans. In the article, he talks about with even a small loyal base of people that you build, you can earn a really nice living by just monetizing your personal brand, right? Make those followers, those 1,000 followers, super fans, right? With my brand and what my target is, with mine is online marketing and making money online. It's a self-belief coach, right? That's when people go to my page, What are they going to get from my page, right? Now, personality is one of the best keys when it comes to branding. Again, what makes you stand out? What is unique about you? My brand is being super bold and inspirational, and I'm confident, and I stand for my own rights and beliefs, and I believe in myself, and I know the ones that follow me, they will be successful too. And the ones that don't, that's their own path. With or without them, I'm sharing abundance and giving life to people who feel like they have none, right? Showing people that they can do it too. I'm always sharing a story. I show the way. I'm a leader online, not just for my team, but I'm a leader online. I lead. I stand up for what I want, right? And people buy into energies. I'm confident. People like to follow people who know where they're going in life, right? And here's the thing. I started doing this before I was even a leader, before I had the success. I started doing this before I didn't even know how to lead. I just started doing it. I started following people that had the results that I want, and I started mirroring them. I started duplicating exactly what they're doing. Guys, who do you follow on Instagram? If it's all just hot girls and ass, yeah, that's cool. I follow a lot of hot girls too. But who do you follow? All my newsfeed is all, inspirational people. And from consciously looking at that every day, I'm going to start picking up new skills and how to market myself that makes me stand out, right? So, let's see. So another thing, a lot of you guys are like, well, I don't know like what to post about, Sarah. I'm not as good as you. I wasn't as good when I first started. When I first got started. Remember, I started from the very bottom like you guys. I was not born out of the womb into network marketing or success or entrepreneurship. Most of you guys know my story on here. Literally, was not born into this shit, right? What I would do, I would just talk about the things I've learned from the books I've read, from the personal development that I read. It's not about hype, guys. I'm authentic and real and transparent. Not everyone's gonna like me, but the ones that do like me, they're gonna be attracted to me, right? And I show people who I really am, and people can relate to me. Guys, transparency out-trumps any online marketer that's trying to sell you something. Really think about it. Everyone is selling something online right now, and if you can be transparent and authentic, people are gonna wanna buy from you because they can trust you, right? Guys, I share the good and I share the bad. I share my downfalls. I share, the bad things that's happened in my life, but I want to make sure I don't always just let out all the negativity. I do show people my obstacles that I've had to face, right? The more specific that you can get in defining who you are, if you have to repel in order to attract or to build a powerful brand, if you speak that to a target audience, you will repel some people, and that is okay, guys. Like I said before, not everyone is going to like you. When you first get started, you have to weed all those people out. I was just telling Hannah this. Like when I first got started, remember again, I went from selling drugs and I was a party animal, guys. I had no influence whatsoever, only in the party scene. So when I started being an entrepreneur, do you think everyone joined me? No. Instead, they absolutely bashed me and crushed me and made me feel like I was no one. They literally made fun of me. But I just weeded out all those people. And from there, the ones that left, the ones that stayed, are the ones that are now in my business today and succeeding with me. All right? So what is, hold on. I forgot what I was saying. Okay. What is the value proposition, guys? What is the value they are going to get from investing their time into your content? Just create a simple answer. Maybe the answer is inspiration. Right? I know Tanya is so amazing with branding herself, full-time mom. She has like 4 or 5 kids. Her target audience may be full-time moms that have a full-time family, right? It's just trying to find out what your target audience is. Guys, for example, like I have live calls on Facebook and Instagram going over how to be a better leader. You guys have seen my Facebook lives, like how to brand yourself, like what I'm doing right now. I do this on social media too. From doing that, it makes me look like a high quality person. Guys, and the stuff that I talk about 99% of the time is a podcast that I listened to the morning before and I took notes on it. Do you know that? Does that make you feel more comfortable? Guys, this information isn't even information from myself. Most of this is because I love talking about personal branding because that's like my expertise. I love training on that. But when it comes to leadership and stuff, guys, half the shit I'm saying is stuff that I read from a book. That should make you feel so much more comfortable. When I do these lives on Facebook, it's not coming up with stuff on my head. It's learning from other people and doing personal development, guys. Now, when I'm doing this, it makes me look like a high quality person, and that is a leader. And people follow leaders, right? So with me giving out that value, people will know I'm a good leader and to follow and do business with. And this is how you attract leaders to your business that are in other companies, guys. It's planting the seeds. You don't attract leaders instantly. You get them, they follow you, you plant the seeds, you build the relationship through your posts. Don't expect a leader just to contact you instantly. It's not going to happen. Now, the second step is you need to start creating content. Okay, now the training's going to get fun. This is my favorite part of the training, guys. Start taking notes. You need to start creating content. That is key. I am always figuring out ways to be creative when it comes to creating content. And it's before I lived in a penthouse. It's before I traveled the whole entire world. Guys, I got up, I got dressed, I fixed my hair, I went outside. Everyone has a damn iPhone or an Android. The iPhone cameras are absolutely amazing. Go out and take pictures. Look professional. Fit the part, guys. Once you know the area of focus, it's time to build your reputation. Okay? It's to show your expertise. It's the best way to do that, and it's all through content marketing, guys. Content marketing is the best way to build your brand. When people look for information, they will have a tendency to go back to sources that were helpful to them previously, right? So if they found value and they now look at you as an expert or have authority, they're going to continue to come back to it, which is you. That's how you build an audience. That trusted source of information from the value that you provide, you're going to be known as an expert in your field, right? Remember, you just need to know a little bit more information than they do, right? When you start to create content, it has to be generic. So let's start off with Facebook and Instagram. Daily content. You need to be consistent. You just have to start doing it. Look at it as a job, guys. I spend most of my time on social media and perfecting it and learning the algorithm and everything. When you first get started, you're going to suck. Like, you're literally going to suck. I always say this, but that doesn't mean you suck. Guys, I've shared my Wake Up Now video with you guys on Facebook. I sound so stupid and retarded, like literally just like yelling, like, I just hit Founder 3, and everyone who hits Founder 3 is going to get a pair of free Beats headphones. And I was just like sounding so stupid. And then I'm sure people made fun of me. People made fun of me all the time. And now that I'm 6 years older, looking back, I'm like, oh my God. And I thought to myself, why did people sign up with me if I sounded that dumb? Think about it. I was confident. I sounded retarded, but my energy was contagious, right? People made fun of me, but I kept on going. But now I'm so good at speaking because now it just becomes natural and easy now, right? I can talk to a whole entire convention having 100 people in front of me, right? It just becomes so natural. My first time speaking, I literally forgot my name. Like, you're not going to be good when you first get started, but what you do daily, you're going to get better and better, right? You just need to start and just need to be a little bit more knowledgeable than the people that are watching, right? So when it comes to producing content, you have to be purposeful, right? And everything you share, purpose-driven. You are representing yourself. Don't post negativity, and don't post anything that people will argue with about, right? Like politics and shit. No one wants to hear that. Only positive, or like religion. Second is being consistent. Pick Facebook or Instagram, right? And use those. On Instagram, and Facebook, on like your actual feed. Stories is different. Don't post like 5 to 10 times a day. That's going to mess up the algorithm, and it's not going to bring people to your page or put you on their news feed. All right. Facebook, I post twice a day. All right. Stories, I post all day long on my stories. I want people to know exactly who I am and what's going on in my life. Right. But my actual Instagram feed, I usually post once a day. Okay. You need to be relevant. Now, here's a concept that is the complete secret to content marketing. It's called ILT. I'll write it down. ILT. It stands for invest, learn, teach. It's basically this. Like I was saying this earlier. It's basically a lot of people get worried because You're thinking, you know, how the heck am I going to come up with something to write about? I don't know anything. I'm not personally developed. How am I going to publish content? Guys, the same thing happened with me. Number one is investing into your own personal development. If you're learning every day, you're buying books, listening to audios, training, constantly looking to grow, all you have to do is teach other people the things that you are learning, right? That's all it is, guys. That's literally all it is. By posting a quote that you read from a book, go on there, post a cute picture of yourself on your computer and post a cool content, a cool quote. Create curiosity, make people wonder what you do, right? I've done so many videos that all the, like I said before, so many videos that all the info from a chapter of book that I read from the day before. I just took notes on it and I made a video on it where I share a quote that I read. Even though it's not yours, it's still value and it's a trusted source, right? Guys, realize this. People are freaking lazy and they don't want to go find the info. They want a package deal, right? So that's where you come into place. Number 3, you have to start doing videos and voice memos. I tell you guys this all the time. You need to put yourself out there. If eyes can't see you, eyes can't join you. If you never put info out there, how do you expect people to want to join with whatever you're doing? I have people that don't even post, like, oh, I'm not getting any leads. Well, no shit, you're not getting any leads. You're not putting any effort into it, all right? I say this all the time. People need to hear your voice. People, that's what's going to separate you from everyone else. When you just post, you don't look real. You look like a robot. And people need to know that you're a real person, not just sitting behind a computer screen. They need to actually trust you. So when they hear your voice and you're making videos, they trust you because they can see that you're not just a robot hiding behind a computer screen posting quotes, right? Now, the videos can be like 20 seconds long. They don't have to be long like mine, right? You get better and better. But you'll get so much more engagement. Write it down and read it off the freaking screen, guys. Like I said, 99% of the time, like what I'm training you guys on, some of the stuff is literally written on my screen so I don't forget. I have the worst attention span. I have to have like note keynotes on my computer screen or else I'll forget what I'm talking about. Write it on your screen. Write down note papers. And how you can practice is open up a Zoom call and just talk to yourself. Talk in the mirror. Look like a fucking idiot. Just talk to yourself. That's how you get better and better and better and better. Just like actors do, just like actresses do, right? Just create curiosity, right? You know, for an example, guys, like, hey, I'm so excited that I've gotten more free time to take some time for myself on my vacation because of the business that I created. I'm so excited just by sharing this information, like very generic. Your marketing, your piquing interest, market your lifestyle, and make sure you mix in a little bit of personal content. It shouldn't be only about business. People want to know who you are. Be authentic. Run your personal page like a TV channel, right? And think of it. When you tune into your own channel, don't be an infomercial, right? And interact with people. That's so huge. Let's say you make a video. Let's say you make a poll. Send them a message and start a conversation with them. Engage with them. That's how you build the algorithm on Instagram and Facebook. You got to engage with people, right? And the more people's news feeds you will pop up on. It's rude. Think of it like in person. If someone says hi to you, are you going to walk past them? No, you're going to engage with them, right? The same thing goes for social media. And the best advice I heard, I think I actually learned this from Amy. By the way, Amy's like Amy Dangerfield's like one of the main people that I learned all Facebook marketing from, the Facebook algorithm and whatnot. So she's really good. So if you guys are on her team, she knows a lot about Facebook algorithm. But the one thing I think I heard from one of her trainings a long time ago is, let's say when someone comments on your picture or something, when you comment back, say something that you would actually say in person. In person, you wouldn't just wink at them. That's just weird, right? Or you want to just send emoji or stick out your tongue, right? You would say like, oh my God, thank you. I love you. Think that. Or you would say something like, you would with a smile and then add an emoji, right? And comment back with sentences. Do things that you would naturally do in person. A sentence, not just one word or emoji. When you post 4 or more words, it boosts up your algorithm as well, right? So, are you guys getting value out of this call? Yes. Okay, cool beans. So, do a video, let's say for Facebook, a Facebook Live. Do a video and make a video on what you're excited about, right? If you guys haven't done that, you're leaving money on the table. Have you made a video on Instagram and Facebook saying, hey guys, I just want to jump on here and be transparent with you guys. This is way out of my comfort zone. I'm actually terrified right now. But, you know, I just want to do something different. You know, I was full-time mom. I was working this full-time job. I was making a lot of money, but like, I was just so over it. Like I was working so many hours, and just recently I got introduced to the online space. Like I know a lot of you guys are making money online, but guys, this stuff actually works. And I just want to share my excitement with you guys. And, you know, I just got started in the Forex market using this AI technology. And it's so amazing because I've been able to make, you know, just an extra source of income while I can still take care of my kids. Before, I had no way of making extra money. Guys, you see how my tonality, I'm just sharing my story. You got to know your story and share with people why you are excited. It doesn't matter if you have the success, right? You got to share the story of why you're doing what you're doing and where you're going. You know, I'm super nervous, but I didn't want to settle for less. I didn't want to keep doing what I was doing because I would have gotten the same results. I decided to step outside of my comfort zone and do something different. So I'm getting on here and sharing with you guys what I'm doing. And if you want to follow me on my journey, Beck did such an amazing job with this. I love her on marketing. I'm so happy for you. But she did something like this where she literally deleted everyone that didn't want to follow her. And now the only people that follow her are people that like her, right? And you just let your followers know, look, like this is what I'm doing right now. If you guys want to come on the run, let's go. If you want more information, if not, keep following what I'm doing. And so you can see my consistency. You can see where I'm going. Because guess what? I'm going to the top. And see, when you're confident like that, people are going to want to follow you. But when you're like scared, like, you know, maybe you're going to make fun of me. So I'm probably going to quit after I post this video because I won't get any likes or comments. But if you tell people, yo, I'm going to the top, nothing is going to stop me. Guess what? People are going to want to follow you. Like, look at, like, when people are getting bullied, why are kids getting bullied? And I hate to say this, but like, I'm actually not going to use this way, but let's say if someone's getting bullied, right? Like, why are they getting bullied? Because they take it. They take that shit. Like, imagine, like, what my main goal is, I want to be like a high school motivational speaker. I want to start going to high schools and being able to mentor girls that get made fun of, because at that age, they don't know how to be confident and stand up for themselves. When they're confident, be like, huh, you're ugly. I look good. Like that, whoa, okay, I'm not going to make fun of it anymore because you love yourself. The same thing happens with social media. When you love yourself and know who you are, people are going to follow and buy into whatever you're doing. Does that make sense? Yes or yes? Yes, I'm hoping. Yeah. And start the combo of cold marketing, guys. That's what I was leading into. Sorry, I got a little bit off topic. But let's say if someone comments on your video and was like, oh my God, like, Beck, I'm super excited. Message them, guys. It all comes into play simultaneously. All right. Message them and start a conversation with them. And don't try and pitch them on your opportunity. Just say, hey, thanks for liking my video. What was the best part you liked about it? Oh, what do you do? How are you? What are you doing? Oh, cool beans. Wow, I do that too. Build a relationship. Do not try and pitch them on your opportunity when they first message you. That's where people go wrong. Only do that if they ask, what is it that you do? And still, when people ask what I do, I still ask questions to get to know them, so it makes them feel like I actually care to help them, right? I don't just go and bombard them about my opportunity. So, getting right into it. Your social media, guys, it's like your resume, right? So what I want you guys to do is go ahead and look at your Instagram and ask yourself this question. Would you follow you if you went to your Instagram or your Facebook? Are you a person worth following? Would you hire yourself? People want to see you're a high quality person. You cannot get someone to follow you if you aren't a person of value, or if you're not bringing value to the marketplace, right? We get paid for the value that we bring to the marketplace, right? Number one, if you see a big leader or influencer that inspires you online, go ahead and copy what they're doing, guys. Copy what I'm doing. A lot of you guys know my highlight stories, the stories that I post. I get really creative. I have a lot of girls from different companies copy me with that and say, oh my God, thank you, Sarah. I've been getting so many leads from copying your branding strategy. Copy me. I don't care, but change up the words a little bit, right? Be authentic. If you see someone that is succeeding in the industry, go to their Instagram and follow what they're doing. That's all I did. That's extremely helpful. Who are you following? If your whole feed is crap, your gram is probably going to be crap too. Like I said before, unfollow people. Unfollow anyone that is giving you inspiration, that isn't giving you inspiration or motivation, and start following high quality people. That's honestly how I've gotten so good. Number two, guys, social media is so powerful. You guys already know how much leverage it has and how much potential. It's free advertisement to thousands of people. One thing I've come to realize is that social media is key when it comes to building relationships. And we all know when it comes to sales, it's all about building trust and relationships, right? People don't care what you have until what? They know how much you care. It builds relationships without you even knowing that person. Why? For example, guys, have you ever met that one friend this is how me and Amy were. When I met her, I literally said, oh my God, it feels like I've known you for years. It feels like I've known you forever. And I only met her online for like 5 years. Why is that? It's because social media builds the relationship from the story, from the narrative that you are portraying and giving out. So it makes someone feel like they know you, right? So you need to ask yourself, who are you? Because again, you get paid for the value that you bring to the marketplace. So you need to start branding yourself as a leader, as a person of influence. So you guys have to start now. You have to start tracking your journey and documenting your journey. That's why you have to start now, even when you're at the bottom. A lot of people don't understand that. It's like you're writing a book, right? Through your brand and telling a story. That's how people build trust with you over time. I get leads that I've been planting the seeds for 4 years. They see me start from the bottom and they've seen how much success I've had. And now after 4 years, like, holy cow, okay, I'm ready to take action, right? Sorry, I keep having roadblocks. This is how, when I don't have notes on my laptop, I get like all sidetracked. If you're getting started in the online sales world, guys, with whatever you're doing, just for the FYI, you don't need to have 1 million fans, just like I said. You need to have 1,000 super fans that are committed to you and your content and the value that you're bringing to them. So many people compare their chapter 1 to someone's chapter 12 who has thousands of followers, who's been in the game much longer than they have. You don't need to be Instagram famous to run a multiple 6-figure business. I'm telling you. You just need to be consistent and add value and make your brand so much different than everyone else's. So I'm gonna keep going. Next is posting high quality photos. Again, same thing with your resume. Would you ever put a sloppy photo on your resume? No, you'd want to have a nice headshot, right? Something clean, right? Want to be posting high quality photos, because when you post high quality photos, you'll attract high quality people. And not only attract high quality people, but when you post photos that's high quality, it boosts the algorithm. It puts you on their newsfeed. If you post like a really blurry photo of your cat, it's not gonna get any likes or comments, guys, right? You have to post things that attract people, right? We all have iPhones. Don't use the excuse that you don't have a camera, all right? So Facetune is amazing if you guys wanna start editing pictures. Let's talk about photos. I'm gonna give you some tools that help me. First, I use Lightroom and Plan. So I wanna show you guys something really quickly. A lot of you guys have been wondering how I organize my Facebook or my Instagram. So Plan is an app. As you can see right here, it's an app where I go to organize all my pictures. And it makes it more, like, don't you guys agree? Like, if you came to my page and saw this, you'd be like, wow, her page is really cool. And it makes you like attracted to my page where you want to keep following me, right? You want this to have on your profile. So if you guys go to Plan, you can plan out what your pictures are gonna look like so they're strategic and your color scheme goes together. Other than that, so it's called Plan. I think it's called PLANN to be exact. But so Lightroom is amazing. That's how I made all my pre-filters. Guys, pre-filters are so amazing. And me out of everyone, guys, I just learned about pre-filters. I always was wondering how people had their Instagram looking so clean. And like mine for so long, I never knew how. Guys, just go on Google and type in buy pre-filters or what are they called? Presets. Buy presets. And you can just buy them for like $5 and it shows you exactly how to set it up. And from there, I just kind of made my own. Next is your status, guys. Is your status. What do you have in your bio? Guys, what do you have in your bio? So when it comes to building, you need to showcase yourself. Build your brand and build your leadership. I'm going to show you guys what my bio looks like. If you guys don't have a bio like this, again, you're not attracting people to your page the correct way. So this is my Facebook. Let me move this really quickly. So this is Facebook. So right here, I have Executive 5K, help traders profit in the Forex market using AI technology. And I have a really clean cover photo. I have a good profile picture. I should probably not have alcohol in my profile picture. I thought about taking that down, but I do really like that picture. It's a high quality photo. And then Instagram, I have right here, business coach, executive 5K, help my people prop up the Forex market using artificial intelligence. I have my life hack, self-branding, Wi-Fi money. I have everything that can attract someone to it. So you gotta have something in your bio, right? So you guys can look at my profile later. You guys can copy me. I don't care, right? So bio. Okay. So showcase who you are and what you are about. Your bio has to be so captivating, right? It has to grab people's attention the moment they look at your Instagram or Facebook. If your bio is completely boring and say, I like cats, like, what? No. And it doesn't say anything relevant to what you're doing, it's not going to grab people's attention. For example, if you're doing Mike Sancho's cold marketing strategy that I'll post about later with hitting people up, cold marketing and messaging them, if you're messaging them about Forex and giving them an opportunity, and if they go to your page and your Facebook is not even relevant, it doesn't even look good, why would they take you seriously? You know, this is why I coach on personal branding, because if you do these things online, no one is going to take you seriously until you have a brand that backs up what you're posting about, right? So you don't want to confuse your followers. You got to give them a little taste to what they're about to get into, right? Pique their curiosity. You never want to spoil the movie. Now, this is the most important part of this whole entire training. If you're not implementing what I'm saying, you can honestly, guys, like leave this call now. Like if you guys don't plan on implementing any of this stuff, this call is not for you. I want people on this call that will rewatch the recording, go through it again, and then implement exactly what I'm doing, right? Number 6, guys, this is the most important thing. The most important thing. I'll repeat it one more time. The most important thing. This is the part that I want you guys to go back and watch the recording so you make sure you have the right information. Number 6, know your story and who you are. You need to believe in yourself before anyone can believe in you. So share who you are constantly, your backstory, your struggle, your discovery, your result. So these are some questions. A lot of you guys already know this, but if you don't have a piece of paper and you have not answered these, when I first got into network marketing, I remember I was a server, and I remember they gave me these questions, and it was really slow day, and I went in the back of my office where the hangout section was. I got out these questions, and I literally wrote it all out on paper. And from there, I perfected every single day and modified it. The better I get, the better my story gets. Facts tell, stories sell, right? If you're not sharing a narrative, people can never relate to you, right? So, pens and paper out. Number 1, what were you doing before you got into your business? What were you doing? As a full-time mom, I was doing this, I was homeless, right? Something, whatever. What were you doing before you got into your business, right? All right, everyone's heads look down. Why are all of y'all's cameras off? I can't even see some of you guys' faces. All good. It's okay. Tim, what's up? Hi. So, number 2, what inspired you to look for new ways to make more money or become something much bigger than who you are now? What inspired you? Was it someone? Was it a different job? Was it another opportunity? Mine is I saw a guy making money online, and that came into my restaurant when I was working at Twin Peaks, who was making more money in a month than I did a year working at where I was working. He was doing it all online. So I share with people like that while I was bartending, slaving away for tips, right? Okay. So I'll repeat that one more time. Number 2, what inspired you to look for new ways to make more money online or become something bigger than who you are now? What made you step outside of your comfort zone? What made you snap? What was your breaking point? Guys, get emotional. If you don't know this question, you got to get in tune with yourself. What made you want to contact me? What made you want to contact Steve? What made you get started in this business? And it cannot just be money. It can't just be money. It has to be way bigger than money, right? Number 3, what was something that held you back? All right. Now, this is good because remember, people need to relate with you. What was the one thing that held me back? Was my belief. People tell me that I would never be successful. People told me that I would be broke my whole life. People told me I was a failure. I didn't have belief in myself. I had fear. I was scared. That's what held me back. What if it doesn't work? What if I suck at this? Right? That's why you need to share with people that you feel like that. Because when you feel like that, people are going to like, oh my God, I feel like that too. But she's able to do that and she feels just like how I am. What held me back? Man, I have so many kids right now. Like Tanya, for example. I had so many kids. Maybe that held me back. Maybe this isn't for me. Like I just deserve just to be, a stay-at-home mom and just live off my husband's check. Maybe that's just what has God said to put me on earth to do. No, I wanted more, right? So what was something that held you back? The next one is, what was your initial reaction to your company or business? What was your initial reaction? Mine was like, this has to be a scam. This has to be one of those pyramid schemes. There's no way people can be making that much money by not working at a job. That was my mindset, right? I share with everyone that I felt that way before, right? All right. So what motivated you to take the leap? After you had all these thoughts in your head, what motivated you to make the decision? So what was your initial reaction to your company? What motivated you to take the leap, make the decision? And then last but not least is, remember, people follow people who know where they're going, right? What's your vision? Where are you going? Where are you headed? Let the world know your goals, right? Where are you headed? How far do you see yourself? And what are you going to do to get there? I'm not going to let anyone's negativity put me down. I'm going to stand my ground because I know I'm confident and I know what I want out of life. And I know if anyone follows me, they're going to have the success that I do, right? What's your vision? Where are you going? I know in the next year, I want to impact over 100 lives. Just simple stuff like that, right? That should be your outline. And when I have a story, I get so good at knowing my story and telling my story that every time I'm on a call with someone, every time I'm talking to someone, every time I'm posting something online, I'm always implementing my story and just going back to different outlines of it. You got to have that on paper because that's going to make marketing so much better for you. Let's say, for example, I read a chapter from a book. I'm not going to post exactly what's in the chapter. That's pretty much copying, right? I'm going to find a way how it related to my life, and I'm going to go ahead and post something. And what it does is it triggers my mind. I can't think of that shit half the time. My brain is so foggy sometimes. But what it does is it makes me think and it makes me get creative. Okay, so how did this happen in my life? Now I'm going to go write about it, right? Does that make sense for you guys? Does anyone need me to go over the questions one more time? Anyone? All right, I'm good. Oh, yes. Okay, cool. I'll go over them one more time. There's still a lot more training, guys. It's only been an hour. So, okay, what were you doing before you got into your business? What inspired you to look for new ways to make money or become something much bigger than yourself? What was something that held you back? What was your initial reaction to your company and why? What motivated you to take the leap? What's your vision and how far are you willing to go, right? Okay, I'm going to continue. If you guys want to go back, you can watch the recording. Again, I always come back to my story every time I'm having a conversation. So you need to know your story. Facts tell, stories sell. Number 6, again, I'm going to repeat some of the stuff, guys, because what you hear is verbatim. It will stick in your head. What are you posting? What is your mission? Why are you in business? Think about why you started, what you wanted to achieve, and how it will make you feel once you achieve that. Share the world what your response is. How will you help your customers? What are their problems? How will you solve them? What kind of value will you bring to them, right? And value, guys, providing value related to your audience problems, your common interests, and habits. This can be sharing tips, articles, videos, and should be educational, helpful, or entertaining. Guys, we are PPOs, professional problem solvers. We are consultants. We are here to solve people's problems and show people another way. That's the way you got to think of it. Okay? Now, personal documentation. Trust is built between your audience and your brand when there is a face and story behind your business. This is a time of your audience can get a peek behind the curtain, right? You could be sharing a personal moment with family at home or breaking down the walls by getting a little bit more vulnerable and sharing your story. I know Amy's really good with this. You know, she gets super vulnerable with her team. That's real, guys. That's authentic, right? Like, for an example, show when you're in Christmas. Show that you love. You have a heart, right? You're not heartless. You love people, right? Now, sale. This can be now you post all the value, right? This is what I say, the sale. I post this about once a week. This can be a direct sales post where you are sharing a problem, solution, and ask for a call to action, or indirect sales post where you are sharing education directly related to your product, service, which generates interest, right? Just like Gary Vaynerchuk always says, give value, give value, give value, then ask for business. Does that make sense, guys? You want to give so much value in every area. You don't just want to be the AI expert, right? You want to be a high value person, because when you do post about the AI, what are they going to do? They're going to want to get more information because they know that you're knowledgeable, right? And they're not just trying to sell you on something, all right? Everyone is always asking themselves one question. What is this, and can I do it too, right? What is this, and can I do it too? So make yourself relevant and relatable where others can relate to you, right? Pictures are cool and everything, but captions are what solidifies. Pictures are cool, but captions are what solidifies. You have to speak facts. And the number thing is you have to create emotion within your post. Get in tune with yourself. Get in depth, all right? You have to actually put some thought into your captions. That's what's going to get people involved, all right? You have to relate with other people, because when someone sees themselves in you and seeing what you've gone through, they could say, oh, well, if she could do it, I could do it too, right? And know that every positive quality comes with negative backlash. Like I said, you're gonna get people that hate on you. You're gonna fail in the very beginning, but believe in yourself and your brand and develop the rhino-proof skin. I always say this, rhino-proof skin. All right, so now I'm gonna get into one more thing, is the Instagram algorithm. Who is interested in learning about the Instagram algorithm and how to get that up? Instagram algorithm is a freaking joke. It's changing all the time. Basically, what's going on with Instagram, right? They realize that people are making money with their platform without them making money off of them. All these Instagram models, all these booty girls posting pictures of their booty and making money off, whatever they're doing. Instagram doesn't make money off of them. So they're flipping it around, right? They're making it where you need to start using their platform, and they changed everything, guys. I went from having like 3,000, 4,000 likes to having like 800 likes and like 20 comments. It's because I got shadow banned. I wasn't doing the things that Instagram wanted me to do, right? So you have to fit the part. It's annoying, but I've done so much research on this. And I'm going to give some key notes that will help you boost the engagement. And then I'm going to go over how to get more followers. And then I'm going to go over a couple other things. So number one is posting stories, guys. Posting stories is huge. For the ones that are brand new on this call, a lot of you guys follow me, and you know that this is how I get all my leads. Tanya is so good at this. Beck does this really good. It works, guys. It works. And this is why you need to know your story. I take about all day coming up with this stuff sometimes. So for an example, money Wi-Fi. So people wonder how to make money online. I get creative with my post, right? And it's just my story. I'm literally sharing it, right? And if you don't have photos like this, it's okay, guys. You don't need to have pictures like I do. You can go on Pinterest. So just make sure they're high quality photos. The girl that I copied this from, she doesn't even post pictures of herself. She posts pictures of like the beach, and like she edits them to make it look cool to her profile. She uses filters and stuff. But she gets so creative. The girl that I copied it from, and I just made it to my own. So I just thought an idea, all right? So posting stories, that is huge. And when you post stories, you want to use Instagram's features and stickers, right? So what is that? You want to use the locations. You want to use the emojis that they have. You want to use the polls. Polls are amazing. That's how I build my whole entire business. Getting polls. Give value, give value, give value, then ask for the sell. Post polls. Make things where your customers or your followers can engage with your posts, right? Okay, that's a sale to call to action, right? And then doing Instagram lives, guys, is what you gotta do. It's what you gotta do. Instagram loves when you use their features. Instagram Live, don't just make a video, but Instagram Live. It's nerve-wracking. I still get nerve-wracked as well. But my Instagram Lives and my Facebook Lives always get so many views and so much engagement, right? So last but not least, how to get followers. People are always asking, like, you know, Sarah, like, how do you get followers? And it's so hard to become like Instagram famous now. Like, that sounds so stupid to say, but it's so hard to build your Instagram following now that the algorithm changed. So what you guys need to do is what I do to build a to have followers come to me, right? What I do, remember, unfollow everyone that doesn't get value to you, and I follow people. And then what I do, it's hard to do it, but I did this like 3 years ago, and it really works if you take it serious, like spend an hour a day on it. Follow like 100 people a day that are high value people, and then engage with them, message them, comment on them, become their number one fan. I say this quote all the time. When you become interested, you become interesting, right? Become interested in what that person is doing. Like and comment on all of them. All right, engage with them, message them, okay? And build that relationship. And what's gonna happen? If you build your brand correctly, what are they gonna do? They're gonna start asking you, hey, I've been following you for a long time. I love what you're doing. What do you do? It's all about planting the seeds. Facebook is a lot easier as well. You guys can go into Facebook groups and literally add Forex people and just add people and engage with them. Like Ferris will tell you, once you guys, your engagement will boost so much if you engage with, like, look at Mike Sancho's Facebook account. Guys, I've been best friends with him for like 4 years now. He was nothing like 4 years ago. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but Mike comments on everything. Every single post, I always see Mike's comment. What does that do? You should look at his engagement. He has like 300, 400 likes on each photo, and he gets so much comments. That's because he is sharing interest with other people, right? So his feed is going to pop up on their feed, and they're going to want to comment back because they want engagement as well. Does that make sense? Right? Okay. And then last but not least, so I didn't want to like try and sell you guys on anything, but I'm going to be real. I've been using this Instagrowth platform for a week. Guys, it's expensive. It is an investment. This is the best Instagrowth platform I have ever used in my entire life. Just last week, I had 1,000 profile visits. I now have 16,000 profile visits. I had 60.1 followers, and I had 59.1 followers, and it's now up to 60.3 followers. Basically, what this growth platform does, it does not auto comment, it does not follow and unfollow people. I don't like that stuff. What it does is it gives you, when you first get started, you give them a list of 100 people that is influential. I did it with every person, like people in network marketing. I did Dan Brazilian. I did every person when it comes to online marketing, people in drop shipping, huge, big leaders in all different areas, not just network marketing. And what it does is it goes on to their people who follow them on their stories. It will reach out to 1 million people on Instagram, and it will view their stories. And it will put you first on their viewer stories, and it will engage with their stories. Let's say if they post a poll, it will comment on their poll. It won't comment on their actual pictures, but it will engage with their polls. I woke up to literally 500 messages this morning. And yes, it's annoying. It's most of the people are trying to get you into their company, but they convert. They go to my profile and they're like, holy shit, I was trying to enroll this girl, but what do you do for a living? Like, I've been getting leads left and right. And this Instagrowth platform will only work if you have a page that's relevant to what you're selling, right? If it's good, if it makes you stand out from others. Guys, like I can't even tell you how many good leads I've gotten. I usually get like just like random people that are just like, you know, are employee minded and they don't have the right mindset. The past like 3 days, I've gotten over like 30 leads that all come from, that are leaders from different companies that make 6 figures in real estate, that are huge models, they're huge influencers. And they're so interested in this because, guys, this isn't about branding, but I want you guys to realize this. If you guys are brand into network marketing, this is the best company out there, guys. Everyone and their mothers are selling things online. Obviously, you realize that, right? I'll post a link in just a second, guys. 1 second. Everyone's selling skincare products, shampoo, protein shake loss, whatever. Everyone's sick of that. It's not authentic. Everyone is doing it. But what is authentic? What's transparent? Artificial intelligence, making money. How I contact so many leaders, I'm like, hey, imagine your product, but you actually making money with your product without having to recruit a single person. Guys, what we have here is so unique. And I don't think some of you guys know what we have because it's your first company. But if you put in the work and you start building relationships, you will be able to start closing people. And I'm gonna give you guys the link to this Instagram platform. It is expensive. You can pay $10 to have a 2-day trial, but you guys will instantly notice the results in 2 days. But I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of people buy this platform, but they don't have any cool pictures. Their Instagram looks like shit. It does not work if your Instagram looks like crap. It's not gonna work. Because the people that they go to your page, and if it's not, it doesn't catch their attention, they're not gonna follow you, right? So I gained over 1,000 followers in 3 days from it. That's organic, real followers, right? So that's why it's so important. Get on it and get your Facebook and Instagram looking good. So the Instagram platform is called, yeah, that is a good question. Doesn't using third-party apps end up getting you shadow banned on Instagram? Yes, that is true, but you only get shadow banned for a little bit. It's not something that's going to be like consistent. I was shadow banned for like a month. I'm not anymore. My engagement has increased like crazy. It does mess with it a little bit, and I think platforms like this do mess up your engagement when you're not on it. But right now, it's working hella good. And I definitely recommend it to everyone. Like, I'm literally mind blown by this platform. So what it's called is, and then I saw one question. Someone said, how do you make spaces in your posts? Someone asked that, right? How do you make spaces in your captions? I'm going to share. Is it the same thing what Chris Frederick does? No, it's not, Gracie. Chris is a little bit different and way more expensive. But basically, this is, I definitely want to get Chris's in the future, but I'm not down to play like $1,000 right now. But basically, how to make spaces in your posts. Make spaces in your captions. There's a link on here. It's on one of these links, guys. If you just Google it, it will show you how to do it. It's kind of hard to explain if I'm not with you. But just Google it, and you just input the little dash in your About Me section. But I'm going to go ahead and share the link for Brand Perry. Did you guys, did this training help you guys at all? A lot? I hope so. Okay, the link for Brand Perry is BrandPerryHQ.com. And then Sarah Wall Street for 20% off. Okay, guys, so it is like $197 a month. It is expensive, but it's guys, like a lot of you guys are making money from your company, but what are you doing with that money? Are you putting it back into your business, or are you going shopping? The money I make from my company, I'm taking it and I'm reinvesting it back in my business. That's what Mike Sancho taught me, and that's what I'm doing. I'm investing my money to make, my business grow even bigger. You got to see what is needed to keep growing. So with this, it is expensive. It's like $197 a month, but again, like it works really well. I don't think I left anything else out. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions, guys, like I said, like, the main thing I always talk about is like when you first get started, like obviously you don't have a brand. Like it's like Ferris, for an example, you're freaking killing it. The brand, you're doing so well, but you're just getting started. If you just gotta be consistent and start engaging with more people. Ferris, I'm gonna unmute you really fast. Is that okay? If you can just
go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
So just share like how it's been able to help you already with Facebook.
So on Facebook, what I've done is basically I've like deleted all my friends completely, and I started from fresh. So I have like no following. I've got now like 40 following so far for the past 2 days. So what I do is tentatively I just follow like really high quality, like it could be entrepreneurs, it could be people in like in football, people in I don't know art, wherever it is what they're in. I just follow them, and then I just kind of engage with their pictures. I comment on them, so I comment like, oh, they're so cute. I just comment like random things onto their photos, like, but really like good things, positive things. And then they just like say to me, oh, hi, thank you for like, you know, sharing some love onto my post. What do you do? And they start talking to me. So it's like, it's really good because I get to like really like build a relationship with them, because even if I don't get them to join my business, like you could have them later on in the future, they might join you, or like later on they might actually help you with their business, or you guys actually build a good relationship. So not everyone's going to join your business, but you can actually and gain a bit of value from them. I've also like tried to just talk to even like, you know, people who are like online on Facebook. So someone who just online, like, oh hey, and just like say to them, just like have birthday, if it's their birthday, or be like, you know, just say how you doing. I hope you're having a great day. Just if they're live, like on the chat, that really helps, because when they're live, they kind of have time to speak to you as well, because they're like, oh, she's talking to me, okay. And if they're having a bad day, they even like let it out, because they go back to your Facebook page. So essentially, your Facebook page is your CV, and a CV basically is, you know, if you're going to, it's like a resume. You know, people come to your page to see it as a resume. So if your resume isn't good enough, no one's going to come to you, kind of thing. So if you want people to engage with you, you have to like bring value to them, and just share your story. Really, it's just be authentic, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Share the love. You know, be lovable. Guys, I'm still working on this too. I'm a human, guys. Like I can be a bitch sometimes. You guys probably all know this. I can be a bitch, and I'm getting better at that. But what has really helped me is people piss me off all the time, and I have to be really careful with how I let it piss me off. But think about it. People are brand new. What has been able to help me so much is just taking a breather, taking a breath. If someone says something annoying, I come back. I'm getting better at it. I'm coming back with something supportive and something very nice, because that's what separates you from other people. The Insta link don't work. BrandPerryHQ.com. Weird. Hold on. Doesn't work. Okay, one sec. Let me. Thanks, Gene. 1 second. Let me figure this out. And you guys have any questions? Unmute your mics and let me know. Maybe it has to be capitalized. I don't know why that would make a difference, but brand. Oh, did I say Brand Perry? Oh, that's why. Okay, Brandberry. Duh. BrandberryHQ.com. And Sarah Wall Street for 20% off. Okay, there you go. Try that link. It should work. Can we all be also the time and take time to breathe? Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think anything that I left out. Just being lovable and just being different. Like just like what Farah said, like if you can make someone's day, think about it. When you, like for my girls out here, like have you ever walked past a girl and when you smile at her, she doesn't smile back and you just want to slap her in the face? Like how rude is that, right? But when you smile at a girl and she smiles back, just that one little smile, that makes you feel so enlightened, right? Like it makes you just feel like you're so nice. Holding up the door for someone. The same thing goes for online. If you can make someone feel good about themselves, they're gonna be more interested in you. Other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. Get creative, bring a backbone, step outside of your everyone drop a comment on here if you guys are actually, go make a video tomorrow. Write it out. I used to be an actor, right? So what has helped me make a video is I will literally write out everything. What Farah says, like I notice it so much. She goes to my statuses, she copies what I do, but she puts in her own words, which I'm totally okay with that. Guys, do that. Go to my status or go to my statuses and write it all word for word, and then go make a video on it. Go practice it in the mirror. Go tell the world why you're excited with what you're doing. if you're not getting the word out there, no one is going to do business with you. And cold marketing, guys, I even suck at cold marketing. That's why I love social media. I'm good at cold marketing when I'm like drinking and I'm a little tipsy. But other than that, guys, like, let's be real. Like, I'm not good at cold marketing, guys. Like, like, they don't know me, so I have to feel like I have to sell myself to these people. I don't like that. But that's why, but guys, there are people out that are really good at cold marketing. That's why I don't really teach on it that much. For the ones that do want to learn cold marketing on Facebook, the reason why Mike is about to hit 25K, this video, I'm going to post it in here. I want you guys, all of you, to watch this video. I sent it to Ferris. I sent it to Hannah. Hannah, I want you to speak. I'm going to unmute you. Tell me how much you watched Mike's video, and tell me how much that's like being able to help you out already.
His Facebook video?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I actually went through, the first time I just watched it to absorb it. Second time I went through and actually took some notes, which has been very helpful. So I actually have done so far what he showed me. I'm kind of commenting on people's posts that I would normally just scroll by. You know, he showed even just those little GIF images, you know, definitely gets people's more attention than, like you said, just posting an emoji. So it's all really good advice, and it works, people. So, you know, it definitely takes time, but consistency after a while is just going to definitely grow with your algorithm on Facebook and Instagram. So
thanks, babe.
Definitely.
Perfect. Thank you. So I went ahead and posted Mike's video, guys. This is how you can, if you, like I said before, this won't work unless you have a relevant page, right? But this will work if you learned. And what this video teaches how to reach out to people. Like, if you guys want me to keep training, I'm going to keep training. If you guys want me to keep throwing down nuggets, like, I'm on a roll right now, I can definitely keep going if you guys are down with that. Like, how to start responding to people that reach out to you. That's another thing. Like, I notice a lot of people add people into the results page, but what are you doing after that? Like, are you just expecting them to go into the page and figure out on themselves? For an example, when people reach out to me, guys, I like inbound marketing. People asking me, what is it that I do? Okay. When I have 14% on my laptop, so like 14 minutes I'll give value. So what I do, I don't think short-term minded. I think about planting the seed, right? Longevity wise, right? So when someone messages me, hey, Sarah, like, I love your profile. What is it that you do? Oh my God, thanks back for reaching out. Okay, number one, voice messages. I always get so mad when I see Hannah fucking killing it and she doesn't use the voice messages. I know she'll kill it using the voice messages. Guys, voice messages are key. Just getting in the habit of doing it. I voice message everyone. Let's say Beck reaches out to me and I'm going to say, oh my God, Beck, thanks so much for reaching out. I love your profile. I saw that you just graduated college. That's absolutely amazing. What did you graduate for? I completely skipped their question and I started asking questions about them, right? Because I'm interested in them. I love helping people, right? So what is it that you do? Like, you look really cool. Oh, thanks, Sarah, for asking. Like, I'm actually like a dermatologist. Like, I do this and this. And I respond, oh, like, how do you like that? Like, are you really good at what you do? Kind of like what Caesar was teaching at the event, right? Ask questions. Are you passionate with that? Like, where do you see yourself going in 5 years with it? This is when they start opening up to you, right? They'll start going to tell you, like, yeah, I don't know, I'm just not really passionate with it. You know, I work so many hours and just like, I just wish I had more money to do the stuff that I wanted. Boom. Then that's when I hit them with what I do, right? Oh, I'm so glad you told me that. Like, you literally hit me up at the perfect timing. I have a lot of girls that work with me that have the same exact story that you do, right? Be relatable, right? And your story kind of reminds me of myself. You know, this was when your story comes into play, guys. I'm telling you, you need to know your story. So, wow, your story kind of reminds me of me. Like, I was a bartender and server, and like, I was working so many different hours, and I had all this potential, and like, I felt stuck. I didn't know who to follow. I didn't know who to listen to. And, you know, just like how you're reaching out to me, that's what I did to someone else that I was inspired by, and my life changed ever since then. See, you want them to start, you want to get them on a state where they're thinking like, wow, oh my God, this person's a god. Like, wow, this person is a freaking legend. Wow, this is perfect timing. Ask Benny and Tyler. 4 times today, I got 4 messages saying, oh my God, this was meant to be. I was supposed to message you, right? Because I make them feel so valuable, right? And then I'm going to say, hey, this is what I do, okay? This is what I say. I don't give them the whole spiel. I pretty much just say, hey, I teach people how to make money online using artificial intelligence, okay? I teach people how to make money online using artificial intelligence. Wow, how does that work? I never explained the AI, guys. I don't even know how to explain the AI, guys. We're not supposed to know that. We're not even supposed to be given that information on how the AI works, right? What I say is I lead with another question, right? So I teach you how to make money online using artificial intelligence. Oh, wow, how does that work? Well, first of all, before I get into anything, are you familiar with Forex? And guys, this is the same conversation I have with everyone, right? I go, are you familiar with Forex? Okay. Now, if they say no, I give them a little spill on what Forex is. I'll give you two answers. I had this training before, but I'll say it again. I'll give you guys two answers. There's an answer for no, and there's an answer for yes. That all convert into one thing. So if they say no, hey, Gracie, totally cool if you don't know what it is. Just in short terms, the Forex market is a foreign exchange market. You're basically exchanging one currency for the other. When one price goes up, the other one goes down, boom, make a profit. Now, a lot of people manually trade this market like I was doing. But girl, it's hard. It takes so much time. So many people lose money, but also so many people make so much money. So basically, what I was doing, it doesn't even matter if you understand what Forex is, because that's the whole point. Now, this will only work in a voice message. If you text this, it's going to be way too long. They won't read it, right? You voice message, right? But basically, what I do now is I was manual trading too, and I think I've lost more money than I did profit, to be honest, just because I didn't have the time. I had no time to look at the charts all day. So what I got introduced to was one of my mentors, a seven-figure earner, and he introduced me to this artificial intelligence trading software, girl. Like, it's absolutely insane. I've never seen anything like this before. Do you see my tonality, guys? Like how it's so powerful, right? My tonality, right? So, and then I send it, right? And the next thing I'm going to say is, here's what I'm going to do. Here, before they even ask, well, how does it work? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put you into the results page so you can see the results that everyone is getting from the software, okay? We have this private group that shows our whole entire customers of 9,000 customers that are all getting crazy results, okay? Boom, I plug in the Facebook. How do I plug in the Facebook group? This is so important because I see so many on my team that do it the wrong way. Guys, what I do is you got to guide them. You can't just like say, hey, add this group and then like go do it and just do it for yourself. First, I have them, hey, add me on Facebook, okay? They add me on Facebook. I go ahead and I add them to the group. When you add someone to the group, let me know. I am the, what's it called? I'm the person that can approve posts. I forgot what it's called. Whatever, I forgot. But the admin of the group. Let me know if you're on my team. I can approve anyone, okay? Instantly. Then once they're approved, you need to be like, hey, I went ahead and added you into the group page. It's called Market Hackers. Sometimes, guys, they don't get the alert. They don't get the notification. So you have to make sure they get it. If they don't get it, say, hey, try searching Market Hackers. It's the group that has 30K members in it, okay? They press that, right? Then once you go through it, you're going to tag them in 3 posts, okay? You're going to go over what I usually say when I tag them. I go, hey, girl, go ahead and take 20 minutes and go, or hey, guy, hey, dude. It's not all about girls, sorry. I enroll probably more guys than I do women, so guys too, whatever. So I'm literally losing my voice. What I do is in the caption, I tag them, I tag their name, and I say, hey, Gracie, go ahead and take 20 minutes and go through all the results. Basically what it's saying here, if you look at the screenshot, it will say profit, and it shows them how much money they started off with and how much money they made in the time they were using the software. Don't pay attention to anything else but the profit, okay? Because that people see all the different settings like, oh, that scares me. I don't know financial stuff. I'm not good at math, and they start getting overwhelmed. So just focus on the profit, right? Okay? So they're going to come back to you, and they're like, how does it work? If they don't come back to you, you need to follow up. The fortune is in the follow-up, right? So if they don't come back to you, you need to follow them up. Like, hey, Gracie, so freaking sick, right? And then show them your profits. Like, these are mine after the first 4 weeks I was using this, and I barely even know how to trade, okay? But the cool thing about it is you can run this on a demo account. and see how it works trading fake money until you feel comfortable. Okay? Now, this is where you need to jump on a call with them. If you guys aren't good enough with explaining the software, and the way that I explain the software, guys, I don't go in full detail. I get on a call with them, and I literally just go over, I introduce myself, I share my story. This is why you need to know your story. And then what I do is I literally go, okay, I'm going to get started. Hannah knows this. I literally say the same exact thing every single call, don't I, Hannah? Like literally every single call is freedom, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm saying it so many times, I can do it with my eyes closed, okay? I share my story. I say, hey, I only have about 20 minutes to do this call because I got another call to jump on. Because that way I know I'm here to just make the sell and get off, right? I'm not here to fucking lollygag, right? I'm here to make the sell.
Sorry, oh my God.
So with this, I tell them, hey, I got 20 minutes to do this call, but I'll be able to cover all the information, right? So I go over the VPS, how the VPS works, kind of like having insurance on your software. You guys know how the VPS works. Explain it, right? I go over brokers. I say, hey, look, I'm not an expert in this, but I do know a lot of brokers are really shady to work with. This is the broker that you cannot recommend any brokers. That's illegal. So you have to say, hey, you know what? This is the broker that I'm working with, and a lot of my customers, we're having great results, all right? They're working privately with their company, Direct Liquidity, A-Feed broker. So it's an amazing broker that we're doing, okay, right? And I tell them, through the broker, you're going to be on a demo account, right? Trading fake money, yada, 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 yada. And I share the Tesla story. You know, it's automated. Tesla drives itself, but you first have to know how to get in the Tesla and work the settings before feeling comfortable of driving the car, right? The same thing goes with the software. If you don't, like, and I mentioned, you know, like if you don't feel comfortable with the software, I don't want you to put your live money into it. That way, that shows that I actually care. I don't want them to lose their money, right? Okay? Then I pull up the settings. I tell them this is not a mirror trader. I say mirror traders are completely illegal, right? We do not make money off your trades. We do not touch your trades, right? Now, this software only works if you adjust the right settings. So I tell them, you know, in order to use this software, you have to put in the settings, which we give you. When you get started, you learn exactly how these settings works. I used to share exactly what the settings were, but I noticed this doing with Hannah. With people who don't understand Forex, don't share how the settings works because that's just too much information for them, and they're going to think they have to know all that stuff to get started. But let's say if they do trade Forex, I do go over the settings a little bit more detail and like kind of go over how the software works. But if they don't know, I say, hey, when you get started, you learn exactly how all these settings correlate with the software. Okay? Then I show about 10 different FX books. I go over all the FX books. I show them more results. And the best thing that I do is I show them the compounding calculator, guys. I show them different amounts from starting with $1 grand, and I show them what it will do after making 15% in a month after a year. I show them, hey, that's only $5,200. I'm aware that's not a lot, but this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, is it? This isn't where you put your money and you double your account. If you ever get sold that, it's probably a scam, and you're probably going to lose your money. Okay, right? I'm straight up with them, okay? That's going to get them that they want to trust me more because I'm going to tell you, like, hey, look, that shit's a scam. Don't buy into that stuff, right? It's not about getting rich fast. It's about getting slow for sure, right? So with this, and then I pull up what their account will look like in 3 years with doing 15%. And that's almost $700,000, guys. And they're like, holy cow. With their job, they would never make $700,000, guys, okay? And then Hannah knows this. We talk about 401k, mutual fund. Guys, when I'm talking, I explain the differences. Hey, a mutual fund, for example, a 401k, guys, 401ks are going to be completely irrelevant in the next 10 years. My dad has a 401k of, I forgot how much money, I think like 200k. That's not a lot, right? And he's relying on his retirement fund, right? And he lost 20k in 1 day from that. If he puts in the software, which by the way, his 401k does 12% a year. A mutual fund does 12 to 15% a year. Guys, our software does about 3 to 5% a week, okay? You have to put in different perspectives so they can think long-term with this, okay? So I show them different accounts. I let them know that it is risky for you to start with a smaller account, less than 1,000. This is for people who have money to play with. I let them know that. I'm not trying to tell them, hey, you know, go put $200 in here and blow your whole entire account. You know, I say them, I be transparent with them. I let them know this shit is risky. If you don't pay attention and you don't check the chats and if you do not run the right settings, you could completely blow out your whole entire account. I want them to know exactly how it works before they get started. So they don't come back to me in 2 weeks later and quit because I told them that it didn't do this stuff, right? And that would make it more serious for them to want to get on the training. Disclaimer needed. Absolutely. Disclaimers always. I'm going to go inside really fast and my laptop is running out of battery. I'm on a roll though, so I'm going to keep going for you guys. Glad I'm recording this. So let's say, for an example, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, when I'm pitching it, when I'm online with a call. So let's say, for an example, charger. After I show them the compounding calculator, I give them different examples. I let them know, like, hey, the sweet spot is like, now remember, I go after people with money. I go after high quality people, right? I'm not going after people that, you know, only have $1,000 in their bank account. Go for people higher that are smarter for you, investors, guys, people that understand the money game, people who understand wealth. I'm not telling you don't target people that, you know, are not entrepreneurs. I'm not saying that, but go after more high quality people. It will make your life so much easier. And when people understand wealth, like they're understanding the potential behind this. Like it's crazy. So with this, I showed them bigger accounts. I showed them what a 5K account would look like in a year doing 50% a month. I showed them a 50K account. I showed them a 100K account. And then I show them FX books, right? With disclaimers, okay? And at the end, it's been like 20 minutes. I'm like, hey, look. What I do after that, I show them markethackerstraining.com. I say, hey, look, this is all, we're systematic. Everything is ran systematically. And it's made for the newest person to get started to make it very, very easy for you. And share your story. When I first got started, it looked kind of confusing, but just know once you go through the training, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great, right? So go through the training, and I show them what the training website looks like. I show them what videos to watch. I show them the software PDF and how that works, and it gives them more clarification. And if they ask, like a lot of people at the end of the call, I noticed with Hannah, like they ask, like, okay, well, I just need a little bit more information, okay? Actually, I'm not getting into that just yet. But how I close the call is like, hey, look, I got to jump on another call. It was great talking with you. The cool thing about this, and I share my story again, look, I've been in a lot of scams. I've sold things online that I didn't feel comfortable with. With this, it's just so much different and transparent. You're never going to find an EA that's this consistent and most conservative, right? And what I tell them, I'm like, look, like, we're not just trying to pitch you on something. It's either you want it or you don't. There's no manipulation. There's no overhype. This is it. And if you don't like it, totally cool. It was great to meet you, and I'm so glad to be able to share this with you. But on a scale 1 to 10, 1 being just completely not interested, and 10 that you want to get this started, where do you lay at? And then they say, oh, well, I'm an 8. Okay, so why didn't you choose a lower number? Okay, you want to get them to thinking positive, right? You don't want to say, well, what can I do to help you get there? You said, why didn't you choose a lower number? Oh, well, I didn't choose a low number because, like, I love this. Like, I like the potential behind it. I like how I can make money online. All right, perfect. So basically what you're telling me is you want to make money online. You're ready to get started, but what's the one thing that's holding you back? And it's like, well, I just need like more information. Okay, cool. The person to get information from is from me because I've been using the software for a really long time. So any questions that you have, you know, here's a time you can ask your questions right now. Okay. And then let's say if they try and read something off Google, guys, I warn people, I'm like, hey, look, you can go read a Google article, but guess what? Look at it this way. There's so much negativity online, right? Now, would you prefer to get advice from the expert or would you prefer to get advice from someone who had zero work ethic and failed? Because people who post negative things online are just people that failed miserably, right? So I say, really, I'm the expert here, and I've been using the software for a long time along with 9,000 other customers. So if you want to learn and get educated, I'm the person to go to. It's confidence, baby. It's confidence. That's all it is. You have the ball in your court. Once they have the ball in your court, you've lost. Okay? All about confidence, okay? So look, I gotta get going, but what I can do, you said you're an 8, I know you're ready to get going. You know, the biggest risk of life and not taking a risk at all. You know, I was in your shoes too. It's little quotes I get from network marketing, right? It's gotta say the quotes. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and send you over to the link. Let's get you started. Oh yeah, one more thing, sorry, I keep forgetting. So a lot of people ask, do you go over the network marketing side? Do you go over the compensation plan part? No, we don't need to go over the comp plan. So basically what I do talk about Compass, guys, by the way, for someone who doesn't have $1,000 to put in TradeRinger. I go over the new app coming out. I go over the new education. I share all of this stuff. If you don't want to, if you're excited about the AI, but you want to learn how to trade, we have the education as well. And then also what I mentioned is the price. The price is everything. You have to close with the price and how much everything is, right? So what I do is I close with, hey, so this is how it works. So to get started, you need $247 one-time fee, right? Now, there is a monthly subscription, just how a monthly, gym membership that you never go to, but you pay $60 a month for. But monthly membership, that's how the company makes their money, right? So there is a monthly membership of $169. Now we have a really good referral program. I only talk about 3 and free. I don't go past that unless I feel their vibe and they're like, freaking money hungry, right? So I say we do have a really good referral program. If you bring on 3 customers, just like Uber, if you refer 3 people, you get a ride for free. Same thing with this. If you refer 3 customers, you get your membership for completely free, right? They're like, oh, wow, that's really cool. And then I say, and there is, a business side to it, but I don't really talk about that until, you get your own results, but you can make an actual additional income from, selling the software all over the world. I don't like saying, selling the software to people. I like saying, selling the software, all over the world. To foreign countries who need this opportunity, right? So I give them okay, you're here to help people, right? So that's what I do that. And then they're either 99% of the time, my people, I literally have a 99% closing rate. It's I make them say yes. I keep getting out their insecurities on why they want to say no. It's not because they don't have the money, guys. It's because they're just not ready to take the step. And that's why you got to be relatable. Hey, look, I was in your shoes. I was literally, I used to sell drugs. I literally had nothing going for me in life. I don't tell a lot of people that, but I said I was a party animal, right? I had nothing going for me. I feel you, but you just got to believe in yourself. And there's literally 9,000 people succeeding. You've seen the FX books. You see it work. What possibly could be holding you back? See? So remember, you are the mentor, not the salesman. You're just a mentor. You're here to help them. And then I know I skipped one question. Let's say someone says, let's go back to the Instagram messages. Let's say someone says they do know what Forex is, right? So this is how I have another response to this. So if they know what Forex is, they know that Forex is really hard, right? So I'm going to send them a voice message. I'm hey, well, if you know what Forex is, obviously you and I both know how time consuming it is, right? It takes so much time to look at the charts and do your own analysis. No one has time. And to be real, not 100% of people want to get schooled. They don't want to learn the skill set because think about it, we're freaking lazy, right? No one really wants to learn the skill set. So basically, but I'm sure you and I both know how much money is made in the Forex market, right? There's so much money to be made here. So I gave it a break, but I actually came back because I saw something that can be able to still help me profit off the market without actually even learning the skill set of trading. Boom. Wow. Oh my God. What do you mean? You don't have to learn the skill. Yeah. I don't like to say it's completely automated because I don't like to say that. Yeah, girl, I literally, the software does everything for me. Of course, there's a learning curve behind it, but it's insane. I've never seen something like it before. It still allows me to, because you're telling me you're brand new into Forex. I have a lot of people that just contact me because they got sold on an overhype thinking they're going to get rich off Forex, right? And they contact me hey, I just got started in Forex. Now I'm hey, look, just so you know, you're not going to get rich overnight. It's going to take about a couple of years for you to see consistent big gains. So while you're learning the skill set, you could be using the AI and be making money instantly, making consistent profits while you're learning how to trade. And guess what? Here, we have education launching from my own personal mentor, Steve Greger. He's going to be having a whole entire educational course where I actually learn how to trade. So while you're using the AI, you can have your cake and eat it too. You can learn the skill set and use the AI, right? Okay, so let's say if they don't have $1,000 to put in a ringer, right? And I explained that too. I forgot to mention that. So when I'm going over the prices, I let them know that the monthly membership has nothing to do with their initial investment for their trading account. For a trade ringer, you need at least $1,000. Okay, if you see their face go, explain to them you're not actually spending $1,000. That's the money you use to trade with, right? It's only going to grow. It's not just going to blow your whole entire account. That's the money you use to trade with, and it's only going to grow. So explain that. Now, Sarah, like, to be honest, like, I don't have $1,000 right now. Hey, totally okay. Guess what? We have something for everyone, right? I realize that, $1,000 is a big chunk of change, and a lot of people don't feel comfortable putting that much money in. So we have something called the Trade Compass. Trade Compass is amazing for people who don't have that much money. It's not AI, it doesn't do everything for you, but it is AI powered. What it does is it literally tells you when a wedge is forming in the market. And basically what you do, it's pretty simple. If the candlestick goes above the wedge, you do a buy. If it goes below the wedges, you do a sell. It's a really cool scalp trader to get you in and out of the market. And then I explained one of CJ's guides, I think he was like, I forgot the numbers. There were so many different testimonials at the Miami event. Someone turned $800 into $6K in 2 months. So I share that story and let them know it's possible. So I say, hey, for the people that can't afford TradeRinger, they make money from Trade Compass, and then they can afford TradeRinger. I don't let them get off the call until I know they're sold, right? Go for the close. Give them what they need, right? With that being said, I mean, that's pretty much how I do everything, guys. It all works simultaneously. I mentioned my story. It's just selling, and from me getting so good at this, it's just doing personal development and reading, and reading how leadership works. It's all psychology, guys. It's literally all psychology. Do any of you guys have any questions? I'm going through some of the questions. Sarah, do you have the link to the page? What page? Mary, do I encounter a lot of people on Instagram who don't have Facebook? If so, how do you navigate that? I tell them make a Facebook. I say, look, you're gonna want to make a Facebook really quickly. Like, it takes 2 seconds. You're gonna want to see this. Or you can be like, okay, cool. I'll send you over like 100 FX books from our customers. The FX books are really valuable. Let's see. How do you bring up your story and what you do if they say they love their work and are happy with their job? You just keep talking about them. Oh, wow, you love your job. Like, tell me more. Like, what do? You keep asking questions about them. I'm telling you, sometimes you're not going to get the sell instantly. Okay? You're not going to always get people. Like, I get so many people that still try and sell me up. It's like, have you not seen my page? Have you not seen I'm a top earner in another company? Why are you trying to sell me? Right? Like, trust me, this stuff happens all the time. But I bite my tongue and I'm nice to them. Like, oh, wow, tell me more. That sounds really interesting. And I just get to know them. Like, hey, I'm not interested right now. But hey, look, I'm already doing my own thing. I actually work with one of the largest artificial intelligence trading companies. I actually been a part of Base Company before. Looks like you're absolutely killing it, but I already had my experience with that. And this is what I'm currently doing right now. But I'm definitely going to follow you, and I would love to help you out and be there for motivation. I plant that seed. And when I'm nice and they see the value that I create from my Instagram, they're going to come to you. Like, hey, girl, I've been watching you for a couple months now. I'm really struggling. Guys, what you need to know is people in these product-based companies, they are not making money. They aren't making money. You need to know this. They aren't making money. They're just there because their mentor, they enrolled into a cult. They get enrolled off hype from the top income earners making money off all the top. Selling them on a dream. You're going to keep doing it. You just got to be consistent. Most of them aren't even making like $200 a month with their product-based companies, guys. The money that they make pays for a month of membership. So when you just keep planting the seed and being nice to them and posting value, posting that you're a leader, posting things that leaders do, they're going to contact you. It's just planting the seeds, guys. It's the compound effect goes for anything in life, not just trading, but it goes for it goes for relationships, it goes for social media. Build a relationship, and I promise you people are going to reach out to you more. Let's see. Sarah, I was a follow-up. Let me know that story that you followed me up. Sarah, Ferris, and meet yourself? What do you mean?
As in, like, when you first spoke to me about the opportunity, yeah. And I responded to you, but I didn't really we didn't have a conversation about it. Yeah. But after like three months, you came back to me. Mm-hmm. And you spoke to me again. And I was like, oh my God, this girl again, what does she want? But you was like, when are you free? I don't mind what time it's for you guys. I'll just jump on a Zoom call with you. And then it was like, okay, I'll just give her a chance in it and see what she says to me. Anyways, because I know you was in my previous company that I was with. So I was like, oh, she's just going to go about that again. But then when we spoke about it and you kind of introduced me to the business, I was like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. And you made you've made me believe that almost like this opportunity is actually really amazing. And I think if you did not follow up with me, I wouldn't have joined, if that makes sense. I think follow up is really important, I've realized, because I have a lot of people that I haven't got money now, or that will give you excuses and they'll just like not even like reply back to you. But that does not mean they're not interested in you, in your business kind of thing. So they are interested in your business, but it's just that they're not ready at that time, at that moment. So don't push it, but just give them time and then follow up later, because you never know that person is having struggles, and later on message them again after like a few months, they may join again like I did. So like, yeah, you just have to be patient.
Yeah, perfect. I'm really glad you brought that up. That's another topic I want to bring up. Guys, with all the new updates coming out, we have a new back office releasing. A new app is coming out. This company is about to completely do a 180 turn in the next 3 months. And December 2020 is about to be insane with this company. Now is the perfect time to re-follow up with people that, maybe quit your business, that maybe said no in the beginning. Like, hey, look, like, I know you said no in the very beginning, but I just want to follow up with you. It's been 3 months. And this is what has changed. We have all this coming out, this, and this. This is my account after, 3 months of we've been talking, and show like just your excitement. Some people might say, no, I'm still not interested. They're like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I'll check it out one more time. Just like Ferris did. You know what I mean? It's just like, hey, like Ferris, I know what, I remember exactly what voice message I sent to you. I go, hey girl, because that's when I was in London. I was going to meet up with her. And I messaged her again. I was like, hey girl, like I know we spoke when we were, previously in the last company, but look, like I gotta reach out to you again. Like this is literally next level, and I know you were interested before. We never got to meet up, but you gotta get on this. And I was just so, I had so much authority, right? And just like she had to get on it. I knew it, right? Do you have a YouTube for your training? Yeah, I actually posted a really good training on there. Just to confirm, you target about 1 post on Instagram per day and 2 posts on Facebook and stories. Okay, so Dan, good question. So with Instagram, I post stories all day long. But on my actual feed, I only post 1 a day. On Facebook, I post like 2 times a day. And on my stories, I post all day long as well. Whatever I post on Instagram stories, I save it and I post it on Facebook stories as well. Wow, I went all in. I'm trying to think of just different stuff. Knowing your story. I think knowing your story is probably the best thing, right? Any other questions before I turn it off? Now it's time to just take action. Is like capture pages coming out for our business. Okay, cool. So guys, so right now, we just got regulated by the CFTC. So basically what's happening with TradeRinger, here in the US, anyone that's not in the US, you guys are good. But here in the US, basically what's happening is TradeRinger is going to be changing. So on the new app, every level 0 trade that pops up, you will have to accept to go into the trade. And when we are completely regulated, 100% have the papers, or I don't know how it really works, but I'm kind of talking gibberish. But I know when we can sell TradeRinger publicly, everything is going to change. You guys, you've seen our marketing material, the red eye cameras that we have. The marketing, instead of, like, say for an example, after you get them into the results page, instead of getting on a call with them, we're going to have a video that literally breaks down exactly how TradeRinger works and everything else in our company. So everything is going to be way more duplicatable. So if you guys don't feel comfortable getting on a call with someone, eventually there's going to be videos and funnels and all that stuff. Right now, there is a funnel that you can use. Okay, I have 10 more minutes, so I'm going to just talk about that 1 second. What I want to show you guys is, what is it called? What is my funnel called? Crap. Let me log in really quickly. It's like Profit Brains or something. Business, marketing. So if you go under marketing, if you're an IBO, you can go to create marketing system and then log into economy marketing material. This funnel is really good. Let's say they get done with watching the, or looking at the results. I send them the webinar replay, this one. And what it does is it has your link pre-coded into it. So how 12,000 people are already setting up, already set up to revolutionize their personal economy. This video is a whole entire webinar from Sal Leto.
And now we're bigger than what we've already.
Goes over everything. The Trade Compass goes over TradeRinger in like little detail. It doesn't explain like, and doesn't even show the software or anything. Just it kind of explains what it does. And then it goes over the app. It doesn't go over the education yet, but it's something to be able to send your customers. It's like a follow-up, like, hey, go ahead and just watch this video. And it will show you like more about the company, right? Because Sal is talking on it. He talks about longevity, you know, where the company's going. Yes, I want to join Economy Now. Basically what will happen is it will send them to your link, and your link is on here. So that's pretty cool. It's pre-coded, and anytime someone goes to this, it will send you an email saying that, hey, Sarah, you have a new lead. This one's really cool too. This is the one that I send out. Get access now. Basically what this does, it will send you an email. They enter their name, their email address into your phone. Give me access now, and it will show the webinar replay. So other than that, that's pretty much how that works. You have to be an IBO, and that is under creating marketing system. And last but not least, guys, if you guys don't know how to close someone on a call, you need to utilize your upline. Like Hannah literally gets me on a call like all the time, and now she's almost comfortable enough to be able to run her own calls from me seeing me do it every other time. And I swear to God, it's the same exact words on every single call. And from you hearing me do it so much times, you'll start to understand how to do it by yourself. Do you use Funnel Link on your bio? No, I don't. You can do that if you want. I just haven't done that. Okay, guys, I think I'm done. Any other questions?
You killed it, Sarah. Thank you.
Yay, love you guys. I'm gonna definitely post the recording.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Yay, bye.